What's up, everybody? It's Seirea. You know what this is. This is my annual NES block, or maybe biannual this year if I can go to SGDQ. River City Ransom Novice Run. Let's get right into it. We use Ryan because he's faster. 3, 2, 1, and go. And never mind. I'm. That's fine. That's fine. World record is already dead. Thank goodness for the generic dudes ROM. So this is a running simulator with a boss rush, as we call it. We just try to get through the game as fast as possible. Getting to required rooms where we have to spawn required bosses, defeat them in a certain order. Well, I guess any order, but some bosses only appear after other bosses are defeated. So you have to know who to fight in order to spawn required bosses, then beat the bosses, and that will open up required sections for the game so you can eventually open up the end game and then complete the entire thing. This is one of the only cutscenes in the game. This is fairly short by many speedrunning game standards. Not a big deal, but if you reset this game over and over, it can wear on you a little bit. But Roxy's just telling us about the infamous Dragon Twins, the penultimate boss. Not the final boss, but for casual gamers, it might as well be the final boss because they are by far the trickiest because you're fighting two at one time. Speaking of tricky, the first part of the game where we have to stop to fight required people to spawn the boss is right here, and I'm bringing in a crate, and you're gonna see why soon. You see, there's a giant wall in the middle of the room here. And this guy's on the other side of it. Well, no, he's not. Come on. I believe in you. Yes, thank you. And now platforming. We're going to try and get to the other side, but we're not going to go too far. Well, now we can actually go, because we beat the first two guys, so now the last guy is Blockhead, the defense specialist, so he can block a long time. Let's see if I can get this. Yay. Yay. So that's another reason why we have the crate. Now I'm going to use it to death warp back to where we were earlier. That is the first boss down, and now we death warp back to where the second boss is going to appear after we beat the first boss. This is a part where many casual players get sidetracked or confused because this guy doesn't show up until you beat Rocco, and you have to go backwards to get to him. A little bit confusing. Do this, rebound the chain off the wall, hit him, miss him a little bit, and then get lucky. I messed up the easiest part of that fight. So all of the boss fights in this game at this point have been completely revolutionized by Will Bobsled, the current world record holder. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to play it safe there. If you go onto a different level than the enemies in this game, it usually freezes their AI. Sometimes they get stuck in the middle of their action and they can still hit you, but usually they get bamboozled. I'm going to try and keep Blade's chain with me all the way until the mid-game here. It's going to be incredibly necessary for us to complete a lot of the rest of the game as fast as possible. Make sure you don't fall into the pit, and I'm also going to try and do some difficult platforming here, starting now. There's a good start. Nice. This is the laggiest room in the game, so it can really mess up your timings. This is a pretty good run so far. I'm going to try and get specific button holds here to try and get through here as safe as possible. Jump, which activates something called floating state, which makes me stronger until I do a normal jump again. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Let's try and play it safe. These guys are weird, and he ran away. Thankfully, these guys have a lot of money, so the fact that I missed his coin shouldn't be a huge issue. I actually could have done that so much faster. I misplayed a little bit, but this is still not that bad. I'm going to watch my money here. I don't know if I can get the homeboy. Okay, squids are totally fine. Let's just try and not mess this up. Okay, that's weird. I'm going to play this super safe. Oh, friendly fire! I love this game. Whoopsie, 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 whoopsie. Whoa! This is a very fun game. So many things can happen. Here's my favorite fight if I can get it. There's that. Throw him over here, and yay, okay, that's my favorite fight in the game. We should definitely have enough money to buy an item that's going to be essential for completing the rest of the game as fast as possible, unless you are the maniac Will Bobsled, who has come up with several different alternative routes that can beat the game as fast. If you just get this is one of the more luck-based games out there, and it also is married with intense execution and pressure, but it's unbelievable how much luck you need to go right at all freaking times. That was just bad. My bad. No crate there. I'm just going to do that. Block them. Double F squids! Hopefully there's a crate over here because oh, weapon guy got smacked. No crate! Oh no, I can't do the box sled? Okay. This is the worst NES block run ever. I can't even go for the swaggiest trick in the game. This is the worst day. This is the worst day. Oh well, we'll just try to go for the Kobayashi Shakedown, which involves a frame-perfect input at the beginning. We got it. No uppercut, please. Thank you. And that is what we call valid. That is a frame-perfect boss fight. Unfortunately, we couldn't do any swag on the way there. but it's okay. Now we're going into the end game already. Every single room in this game is just harder and harder and harder. The enemies are more and more and more ruthless. You can die in the very first room in the game, honestly, but now every single gang that's going to appear is like the strongest gang in the game, and it's just so difficult for them to do anything halfway predictable. That's not fast, but it's at least decent. Now we're going to use caveman strats. I can't hear my punches here, so I'm just going to try and hope that things are going all right. That was actually 5 rounds. Okay, I got all the punches. Now into the high school. I'm likely to die. Oh, boy. Look at his movement. Yo! I moved around. I turned around. Pretty face guy, and weapon guy. He did a nice little dance on his way down because he wanted to be swaggier than pretty face guy because his face wasn't as pretty. Oh, I missed my dash. I think I missed a punch. Yes. Okay, we'll just back it up. That's fine. Let's just do... This might not be enough, but it probably is. Okay, now I'm going to try and do a 2-frame window here. Store my high jump. Nope, I missed it. Okay. Try and get the back up. There we go. My bad. So I have to get floating state back on the way in this room. Okay, I might die. Whoa! Yeah, that was perfect spacing. Thankfully, they just wanted to play with their food there. Here we go. All right, one last gang member in the game. There we go. Now I have to do a high jump to get stronger on the way to the Dragon Twins. Hopefully I don't screw this up. All right. If you get them separated, you can skip their dialogue. Now for the final fight. I think I missed a punch there, so I'm going to do 6 rounds here. Throw the pipe into him. Now 3 more rounds. That might barely not be sub 7. Oh, so close. We'll see. This is going to be super close. I'll call time. No, it's not sub 7. Time. River City Ransom in 7 minutes. Oh yeah, we started the timer a little bit early. That's a sub 7. Sub 7, no reset run. I'll take it. All right, I gotta pop away because I'm gonna take a photo for Trans Rights Tuesday with some host friends. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. That is my hopefully biannual River City Ransom run. Enjoy the rest of the NES block. I know I will.